Tenderloin is a district in the city of San Francisco. This is the roughest and toughest. It's about 50 city blocks, and it has 586 high-rise buildings, 37,000 people live in there, roughly 7,000 homeless population that come through there daily. We have 2 major crimes every hour. It's the highest crime in the city of San Francisco.
A local man says he's staying put in front of City Hall as he stages a hunger strike to protest, as he describes, the unacceptable conditions of the Tenderloin District.
Says that he is calling on the city to make sweeping changes across the impoverished community that he says has been neglected for years.
City officials say that they have received a list of demands and that they continue to have internal discussions about the situation.
Hey everyone, welcome to the 33 Days Film Update. My name is Tony Kappa. I'm one of the producers, and I am coming at you from Redwood City, California.
Hey everybody, this is Ed Portillo, and I'm coming at you from Azusa, California.
It has been week to week, obviously, as we do this live every Friday, a cool look back at how things keep moving forward. And so today we have some more good news to share with you. And so there's 2 different pieces of good news. Why don't we lead off with Kappa Studios and this new partnership we are developing. Ed, do you want to share about Kappa?
Yeah, we actually had the pleasure of being introduced by Kappa Studios, the guys over there, Bill, Paul, and Brad. And what they do is post-production. And so they have a full studio. They're able to do Foley. They're able to do editing. They're able to do just all types of sounds, color correction, all that in Burbank. And they pretty much, in the faith-based community, are the gold standard. So recently, there was a production that raised about $10 million through equity crowdfunding, similar to what we're doing with WeFunder, for a project called The Chosen. And The Chosen is based on the life story of Jesus, but it kind of takes the story of like all these famous people in the Bible and gives them a backstory before they met Jesus. And their actual home base is at Kappa Studios. So as we were doing the tour around the area, we met the assistant editor of The Chosen. They're currently editing season 2 right now. We met another producer who does a lot of content that you guys would be familiar with. And so it's a really not only like a place for post-production, it's a place for faith-based content creators to kind of come through and get their work done and also build community. And so we were able to connect to them through the Impact Foundation, our friends over there. And we basically are talking about having our post-production part of our work done at Kappa. And so we have a great LOI, a letter of intent that we got from Kappa that just lets everyone know that not only are we going to work together, but we're also like-minded individuals as far as our faith and our desire to tell a story that's going to make a difference in people's lives.
Yeah, so we're really stoked on that. So thank you to Kappa. And as you saw earlier, as I was sharing some of the pictures, how amazing their space looks. So that just gets me excited that we are doing this very scrappy and indie spirited, right? Trying to do this all on our own, but at the same time, we're partnering with people who have these amazing amenities and resources. And so thank you to Kappa. You'll see a picture there we just posted on our social media yesterday. And thank you again to Carrie, our social media manager, who's doing all that stuff. You can check out our Instagram at 33 Days Film. We would love for you to follow us there. And our link is 33daysfilm.com, which when you go to 33daysfilm.com, that takes you immediately to our WeFunder page. And this is the second part of our good news is even just today, it was great. We were texting with the team. Are you trying to stop me, Ed? Do you have something to say?
Just 2 more things I just forgot as you're talking is that just a little insider to our production is that part of the way that we're also saving money is that directors run a post-production house, the Hallcheck brothers. They were just on the social media right there, their headshot. They run, and that's what they do for their bread and butter in the industry. They are editors, they're VFX artists, and they do major shows. One of the directors was the lead editor on Wahlburgers, Mark Wahlberg's reality show that was on A&E.
Love those burgers.
Love those burgers. And so we have a way of saving costs that way. Also are connected to the family, to the Huang family, Pastor Roger's family, is Jody Scott. And Jody is married to Michelle, who's Roger's daughter. And Jody has extensive knowledge in the audio field. So he was also in the meeting, patching him in and getting him up to date on what all we can bring to the table, so that at the end of the day, with connecting to Kappa Studios, we can also save money, and we can know, like, what if we need, we're going to work with them, what exactly we need for them, and get a budget for that, so that we can tell everybody, hey, this is what our expectations are when we actually finish the film and have it all done. And then the other thing I would add, just to give a resource to other faith-based content creators out there, they do have a fund specifically for faith-based films. And so it's for finishing funds, and it's given to people that need that just little extra money to help get them over the edge of editing or color correction or whatever, that voiceover, whatever it is that they need. They do have something like that, but you have to go directly to them to kind of let them know more details. But that's something, just a little bit of a tidbit of resources that's out there for people out there if they need a finishing funds.
So look at that. You didn't just come to find out about how you can help us make our film. You found a little bit about what you might do to make your film. So the final piece of good news is that at our website, 33daysfilm.com, that will lead you right to our WeFunder page, which is our crowdsourcing space. We are up to $92,350 thanks to you, our investors. And that's with, I think, about 18 investors. Maybe it's 19, I'm forgetting. But we are just a little bit shy of our first goal. So our first goal is 100,000, and that is the final amount we're looking for to hit goal number one is $7,650. And all of you who invest in this first goal setting will get the early bird perk, which is receiving the 120% return on your investment, plus 50-50 split with producers on profits. And then after we hit the first goal, our the tier goes to 110%. So if you are incentivized and you want to become an investor, now is the time, because we offer that really cool perk of 120%. So go to 33daysfilm.com, takes you right here to WeFunder. And huge shout out to Michael and Lawrence, who just became investors today. So thank you to Michael and Lawrence. And we love that one of the investors came from Taiwan, which is really cool. So this is anybody can invest. This is a story that has links to Taiwan, that is told from the point of view of somebody in San Francisco. But we really think it is a universal story for all human beings, that they might see their given purpose is one to affect change in the world, especially through justice and standing up for those who are most vulnerable. That's the story of Roger Huang. We know the holidays are coming up, but we do have one more thing next week that we're excited to let you know about. We have been talking with another potential partner, and we are having a follow-up phone call next week, which is another great step in this, and we'll have more for you next week when we find out more. But this is just really cool for us to see it as producers, how all the puzzle pieces come together. And I think last week we shouted out Megan, who is one of our ambassadors and partners, and she's doing work in the Midwest with connecting churches and different people. There are so many different ways to get a film made. And so this is just one way as we raise up individual and independent investors, and then we're looking for these other partners and ambassadors. So if that's you, please let us know. We would love to connect with you. This is, been a hard year, 2020, but there's a lot of bright shining moments, and this is definitely one of them. So yeah, that's all I got. Ed, you want to add anything else before we jam out?
Yeah, I think the key word is meetings. The key word is upcoming meetings and things that we're going to be announcing soon, hopefully. We've been reaching out to distributors, not only domestically, but internationally. I just made contact with a distributor in Germany and France. So we're still in talks and everything. Nothing is set in stone, but we are moving. That is the takeaway from this meeting, this update video, is that we are taking steps that by, we hope, 2021, early summer, we will be in production. So that's what we're moving towards. And if everything kind of comes into place, we are in great shape for that.
Right on. Yeah, so if you're watching live or watching on the replay, we just posted the website link in the chat, so you can check that out. We'll also post the website or the URL for our Instagram, and we appreciate your follows and likes and shares. Shares are huge right now. If you can share this on your own personal social medias, and if you're connected to City Impact in any way, you're connected to the story, or you're just a fan of film and want to spur on the independents like us, we would love your support in that way. And that's it. Go to 33daysfilm.com. Maybe we'll see each other next week, Ed. It's Christmas. We'll find a way to connect and share more if there's some newsworthy things that are happening, which I kind of think and hope there will be. So cool. Thanks so much. Good to see you, Ed.
See you guys.
All right.